family, Amanda here with another process video. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do a one-page layout from, we're going to do a one-page layout instead of a double-page layout. I am going to utilize this paper pack here today. This is from Echo Park. Hello Again by Caitlin Schaefer. This is from 2013, so this is quite some time ago, but I think I may have gotten it from one of Echo Park's warehouse sales that they have, and I just love it. So a lot of times people are always scrapbooking their families or their vacations, things of that nature. I, as you guys have probably noticed, love to scrapbook just the everyday. And so what we're going to do here today is we're going to scrapbook just some pictures of my sisters and I. We went out. My younger sister, she lives in New Jersey, and she came to visit us in Florida, and we went and we had some dessert at this delicious restaurant, and we took some pictures because, as I mentioned before, my family is always photo ready. So I don't have a ton of pictures of this, but I do want to scrapbook the occasion, so I'm going to do a one-page layout. So that's what we're going to work on here. I did find a sketch. Again, the sketch is going to be used how I see fit. Here's the sketch. I found this on Pinterest. It is a Creative Memories sketch that I'm going to just rotate to be like this because most of my pictures are landscape, not portrait. So this is how it's going to be, but this is the sketch. It's on Pinterest. I'll leave it up as I go through processing the layout as well, so everyone can play along with me. So these are some beautiful papers again in this collection. And what I love about this, it's very grown woman, this paper collection. It's not super childish, as I know a lot of people are scrapbooking their kids and their families. So, but I love this because it's very sophisticated. So I'm going to pull a couple sheets out of here and let's get started. Okay, so let's get started. On the sketch, it calls for a large background piece at 7.5 by 12. So I selected this, not this one, this background paper for the bottom strip, which I love because it has some verbiage on here. Best day ever, awesome, hey there, for like forever, best friends, hey girl. My sisters and I are very much that way with each other. We love each other. We love spending time together. So this is us for sure. So that's going to be our background piece, and I think I'm going to just cut a 1/2 inch here as a transition strip on that background. I don't know if I'm going to need it per se, but I'm going to cut it just in case. And then at the bottom there's also like a border strip, so I'm going to cut this also just to have handy. Okay, and then the photo mat on the sketch is 5.5 by 10. My pictures need to stay 6 inches in length. So I'm going to cut it down to 6.5 instead of 5.5 so that it can accommodate my photos. This is the paper I'm going to use for my photo block. And by 10, I think I can cut my pictures down to 3. So I think that part is fine. Right, so I'm going to cut this down by 10. Okay, and we're going to leave that there. We can use it for something. And so, like I mentioned, the pictures, I'm going to do them like this because of the word in the photo is so long. I don't want to cut them down, but I can cut off some of this excess at the top and the bottom. So to make this by 3, I can do that. That we can accommodate. I don't want to chop off her legs. We'll do it this way. So, and this was just in downtown Tampa. That's where we live, near the Tampa area. And there was just this beautiful wall in the background near the bakery where we stopped to get a snack. And, you know, we had to take a picture. So that's what that's all about. Now, the other photo on the sketch will then be portrait style, but again, this photo is still landscape, so I'm going to switch it up. Still, I am going to cut this down to 3 by 5 if I can. Just so we can you know, mix and match with this as we need to on the layout, move some things over to suit what our pictures are. And as I always say, you know, it's our sketch, it's our scrapbooks, we get to do what we want. I might just do this by 3.5. A sketch is really just a jumping off point. There's nothing to say that you have to stick to it exactly as it is. So perfect. So this is 3x5 now. Okay. So let's see. Of course, I want to ink my edges. So just looking here, I think I'm going to go with this green from Quick Quotes that I have. Green with Envy. No, scratch that. I think I'm going to go with a yellow. But you won't be able to see my yellow on this. Okay. I think I'm going to do yellow on this one. Just because I would then have the yellow strip. And I think it'll just go better. This is Lemonade. Can't even see that. Just kidding. Lemonade by Quick Quotes. My Quick Quotes powder puff paint. Like I always tell you guys, I love Quick Quotes because I can just use it like this and I don't have to necessarily break out a dauber. I will if I have to, but this makes my life easier as well. And I love them because they're so juicy. Sometimes they can be too juicy, so be careful with that. But that was perfect. And I think this one, I'll use the green with Envy because the background in the photos that's going to go on the mat is green. So I think that'll work. And because this is pink, it doesn't read as dark as it would on, say, the white background. So this works out for us. So I'm just going to ink this up. Put this down. Okay. Now, I wish that there were more paper lines out there for the girlies, right? I wish there were more paper lines out there that celebrated friendship and hanging out with your girls, especially because the demographic of scrapbookers are women, and we, you know, we love hanging out with each other and having a good time. I do really enjoy how recently scrapbooking companies have really picked up on that, and they've done so many beautiful crop themed collections, but some of them can be a little cheesy. Some of them don't always apply. So scrapbooking companies, if you're listening, if you're paying attention out there, we need more friendship focused collections, okay? Says Amanda. And hopefully everyone that watches these videos also agrees. So these are the photos. I'm gonna just put them down here like that. This isn't the order I'm gonna put them in. I'm gonna put them in age order of me and my sisters and I, but just putting it here for layout purposes. And then this one, I think I might put this one up here, give it a different background to pop it up. And then we'll have this section for journaling and embellishing. I think that's really cute. And we'll pop this up on some foam so that it showcases like the star of the show. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so here I'm just going to tape down the photos of my sisters and I. Like I said, I'm going to go in age order. So my older sister first, and then it's going to be me, and then my younger sister. And of course, I don't like the space in between, so I'm going to pick up my photo in the middle and just put it back down. I ripped my paper, but that's okay because I am going to be able to cover it up when I put it back down. So now I'm going to lay it down onto the layout itself, this large photo block, and look for some pattern paper to mat the primary photo of the three of us. So I'm going to do a double mat on it. I'm going to use the pink and orange polka dot background that is the background of the main photo block, and then I'm going to use this green paper as a secondary background on top of it. So it'll be a double mat, and just introduce some additional colors into the layout. I am inking my edges of the paper with the Green Envy powder puff paint from Quick Quotes. I use Quick Quotes quite a bit when I am inking my edges. And I'm going to pop this up, like I mentioned before, so that it has some dimension on the layout and really showcases that it's the primary photo. All right, so now we're back. We have our photos adhered down on our photo mat here. We have this main photo double matted with pattern paper and popped up. Now I'm going to utilize the sticker sheet that came with the collection. It has some really, really great sentiments on it that we're going to utilize for this area here. I want to maybe make a mat here of like a 4x6 or a 3x4. Oh, let's look. They had some cut aparts. Let's take a look at the cut aparts here. So we can take one of these 3x4 cards and add the journaling. I might do this one with the rating and do 5 stars because we had such a great time. 5 stars at the restaurant, 5 stars our time together. I think that would be really cute. I love this. We do the things we do together. I don't think they have that here, but perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Something to use. So I think I'm going to go with this, and the lines are perfect for journaling as well. So let me cut this out. All right, so here I'm just going to cut off the journaling block from the 3x4 cut apart sheet that I want to use for our journaling. And then I'm also going to cut off this other 3x4 card that says the things we do together because I really love that sentiment. To house the journaling block, I'm going to take this scrap piece of paper that matches the mat that I use for the photos. I'm going to ink it up and then use it as my anchoring piece for the journal block. I'm going to take another piece of scrap that we used to mat both photos with and utilize that to give some additional character to this anchoring for the journal block. I'm going to mess around with the placement of it a little bit and the sizing of it because right now it's the same size as the green paper, but I want there to be some differentiation between the two. So I'm going to just either tuck it under just so that it's just a tad bit shorter. I am going to write out my journaling and then put the journaling block on some foam tape. I'm going to utilize strips instead of the dots that I normally utilize just because it's a wider piece and I want it to be a little bit more stable. Now I'm going to take a look at the sticker sheet and just pull off some things that I think will make good embellishments. Like I love this starburst that says the best because we are the best for each other and we always have the best time together. So I put that down on some foam paper as well, or foamed out as well. Then there was this sticker that said good food, good friends, which I thought was great and very appropriate. But you'll see it doesn't end up making it onto the layout. I tried every which way to put it down, but it couldn't live. So here I'm taking off some flowers from the sticker sheet and I just cut that flower in half so that I could extend it. And then I put the good food, good people, or good food, good friends on top of it, but I'm just not satisfied. I feel like the layout is missing something. So I end up taking it off and repositioning the stickers, the floral cluster that's there, just to make it a little bit larger. Then I took this other sticker from the sticker sheet that said so happy together and decided to use that instead of the good food, good friends. And I'm just taking off some additional floral pieces from the sticker sheet and just tucking those under, adjusting them as I need to, cutting where it doesn't fit, and just resizing to make that floral cluster a bit bigger and more of a focal point. Of course, it was a little bit crooked, so I just had to fix it. I'm also just going to rearrange the florals just a little bit more to make it look cohesive. I'm going to pick up this 3x4 card again and see if I could make it work in the layout, and I just couldn't. Now I take my Doodlebug Design shape sprinkles from the All My Love collection. It has a variety of pink and black hearts on it, and I'm just going to scatter those around the layout and the journaling block just to add some character to the layout. Okay, Scrappy family, I think I am going to call this page done. This came together really quickly, which I love. I'm really happy and proud of myself that I was able to get some crafting time in today. I hope that you're able to do something creative to make yourself proud today as well. Break out some pictures of you and your girlfriends, or next time you go out for brunch or girls' night, make sure you take pictures and scrapbook them. They deserve to be scrapbooked just as much as your family photos do. So thank you again. Please like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what type of things that you like to do with your girlfriends when you guys get together. Give me some tips and tricks if you're in the Tampa Bay area, if there's anywhere that we need to check out. Okay, thank you so much.